therapy, what I often see with these kids is that they're just really highly stressed, but they're tired. They're tired because they have been on what I call that hamster wheel. They're on that hamster wheel where they're working. They're studying. They're staying up late at night. You know, they say that they can't stop. They just got to keep doing what they're doing because they believe, their thought, right? They believe that all the hard work they're doing is keeping them doing well.
They struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD.
All right, y'all. I just went on a Twitter rant. Got on my soapbox about just liking ourselves and valuing ourselves before we can value others. And really, to be kind to others, you have to be kind to yourself. And that it's okay to express things that you like about it yourself. It's okay to say that you like things, right? Like I've started talking about that I like my hair, right? I don't think our culture does a good job of allowing us to say it's okay to talk about things, right, that we like about ourselves. Our culture does a good job of talking about all the negative stuff, right? All the negative stuff. So I'm gonna keep talking about my hair and liking my hair. Why? Partly because I like my hair, but I also am trying to encourage each of us to find something emotionally, physically, spiritually, relationally, right? Things that we like about ourselves, okay? I think it's really important that we start to value ourselves. As we value ourselves more, then we're gonna value other people, y'all. We're gonna value other people. And I would like to encourage, I would like us all to find things in ourselves and then feel comfortable talking about those things. Like, my eyes too, y'all. My eyes are looking good today. They're looking good, y'all. They're looking good. I like my eyes today. I think it matches this shirt. Well, all right? What's something you like about yourself? All right, y'all, it's time to take a break out. It's time to take a break out of this conversation. And, you know, this is not an ad. But it looks like an ad. If you would like to have an ad on the show, or if you would like to sponsor the show, this is kind of what it would look like. So I'm just kind of giving you an example. Just wanted to remind you that watermelon season is still on. It's still on, okay? And I love this Body Armor Light, okay? This watermelon flavor, it's great. It's like they just stuffed the watermelon right down in there. A big juicy watermelon right down in the bottle. Oh, that tastes really good, especially after a hot day, maybe after a run or a walk, or taking the dog on a walk, something like that. He has Body Armor Light watermelon. Still watermelon season, y'all. Again, not an ad. Looks like an ad. If you want an ad, this is maybe something that it would look like. Call me. Okay, back to the talk. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. School's back. School is back. It's back. And we got these kids going back to school. And some of these kids, I know because for the last 12 years, I've talked about this with kids, but some of these kids, I like to get it all right all the time. They're those kind of kids, okay? And they're going back to school, and guys, you know, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. And so when you set yourself up that you like to get things right all the time, guess what you set yourself up for? Failure. These kids set themselves up for failure, and because of failure, a lot of stress, y'all. A lot of stress. And so I just want to talk a little bit today about these kids that want to get things right all the time, that want to get things right. Oh my goodness. I talk with a lot of kids during the school year about this. If it would be getting, you know, a certain score on a test, or getting everything right on a homework assignment, or raising their hand and not answering the question wrong. You know, these are highly stressed out kids that they believe that they just have to be right all the time. When I'm working with these kids, these what you call perfectionistic kids, right? The air quote perfectionistic kids, we focus less on the homework. We focus less on the assignments. We focus less on the things that they need to get right. And we focus more, if you think about cognitive behavioral therapy, so we're focusing on their thoughts, we're focusing on their feelings, and then we're focusing on their behaviors. So the thought, if you think about getting something wrong, what are your thoughts around that, right? Oh, you know, sometimes it's someone's gonna be upset with them, right? For teenagers, especially high schoolers, they start thinking about, you know, I'm not going to get into a certain school, then I'm not going to be able to have a certain career I want, and then, you know, blah, 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 right? So their thoughts are just going wild off of not being able to answer one question correctly, or, you know, getting a bad, which is like a 94% on a test. That they start having all these negative thoughts of all the things that are going to happen, right? So that's their thoughts. Their feelings in their body are, you know, like anxiety. So maybe their heart races, you know, maybe they start sweating with the idea that they're not going to be able to get a certain question right, or they're gonna, you know, get like a bad grade on a test, right? That they physically start feeling unwell, all right? And then their behaviors are that they just want to do things over and over and over again. In therapy, what I often see with these kids is that they're just really highly stressed, but they're tired. They're tired because they have been on what I call that hamster wheel. They're on that hamster wheel where they're working. They're studying. They're staying up late at night. You know, they say that they can't stop. They just got to keep doing what they're doing because they believe, their thought, right? They believe that all the hard work they're doing is keeping them doing well. And the thought of them not doing as much hard work is scary, because they're afraid, well, if I don't do as much hard work, I don't study as much, I don't, you know, review things, you know, as much as I do, then I'm not going to get as good of a grade, okay? So they get in this hamster wheel, they get caught in having to do more and more and more and more and more, and you see where this is going. More and more, they get caught doing more and more and more and more and more and more and more, where at some point, just they got to get off the hamster wheel, but it's too scary because they're just too tired. And when they get tired, they get burnt out, and they can't just produce the quality and the quantity of work that they want to or they're used to. And so the reverse actually starts to happen with them, is that these kids start you know, not doing well in school because they just can't keep up with it. They can't keep up with it. They're basically at battle with themselves. And so our work is this idea is around, like, let's just say that you're Sam, okay? That you're just Sam, and let's just be okay with wherever Sam is, right? Whoever Sam is, you know, whatever grade, you know, let's put out good effort. Let's put out good effort, okay, Sam? But let's just be okay with who Sam is. Let's be okay with how, you know, whoever Sam is. And if Sam is a 90% on this test, then great, that's who Sam is, right? Let's focus on effort. Let's focus on putting good effort, right? And if Sam is a 75 on a test, okay, well, we just need to give Sam some grace. We need to give Sam some grace and just be able to say, it's okay, Sam. It's okay that you got a 75 on this test. You're no worse of a person because you got a 75 on a test rather than a 95. You're no worse of a person, all right? So what we see with a lot of these kids, that them doing well, their high performance, part of it is driven by their identity, right? This is who I am. I'm a smart kid. I'm a smart kid, and so basically they find a lot of value in being a smart kid because it makes them feel good. Maybe they don't feel good about other areas of their life. And it may be partially driven by school, right? The school pressure, and certainly parent pressure could play a part in this, right? But overall, we just have to help Sam get off that hamster wheel. We have to just help Sam be good with who he is, and helping Sam be diverse. That Sam isn't just going to pigeonhole himself into being just a really smart student, and really doesn't identify himself being anyone else or focused on anything else, because it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a hard grind for Sam. It's going to be a really hard grind for Sam. And so guys, I would talk about specific things I do with these students, but you know, I've said this before, I get concerned when I start going deep into the cognitive behavioral skills here on the vlog, because you know, I can give you enough just to get started, but I don't want it to backfire on you. I don't want it to backfire on you. So I try to stay just kind of surface level on the vlog of the things that I'm giving you, just kind of getting your feet wet, giving you a little bit of a taste in this idea about how do we help kids that may be struggling with just feeling like they need to know and to do everything the right way, right?
On track, now we on way up.